Hello everyone, welcome to the Spotlight session. I have a really special guest coming on the show today, Mr. Wayne Lee. Now Wayne's coming all the way out of the BC market and he started his journey in 2017. But the best part that you need to hear is how he's going to share his journey, how he became financially free, and how he's now pushed himself into investing millions of dollars in real estate, and he's working towards larger projects all the way along the lines of infills, completed rent-to-owns, and so much more. So without further ado, let's get right into it. It's actually funny. I still remember the last time we got together, even in the Edmonton market, and I came to one of your places or your units there. And Wayne actually called me. He said, "Hey, Kyle, you gotta come check out this house I have because I need you to come help me with some demolition work." Like, what do you mean? And I think I actually still have that clip. And if I do, I'm gonna add it in here for everyone to see because it's hilarious. But yeah, I don't know if you remember that unit.
Of course, yeah. Swinging hammers.
Yeah, sledgehammers.
Goggles on and gloves on. And
when was it that you actually got educated then into real estate?
yeah, so I got educated a few years after, and really the reason why was my father-in-law on a trip back to Taiwan, where me and my wife are both from. He slipped and he suffered from a stroke. And for anybody who knows somebody that's gone through stroke recovery before, it's a difficult and long road with a lot of motivation required, right? You have to be quick in your recovery, otherwise the longer you drag it, the harder it becomes. And Emily, my wife, she quit her job to take care of her dad full time. And she went there, and that was kind of the beginning of a very long relationship, long distance relationship. And I remember just many arguments. And she said, "Well, why can't you come here and help? I really need you right now. This is by far the most that I've ever needed you." And me being stuck in a corporate job, I only had 2.5 weeks a year. So I said, why am I such a useless partner, right? And my partner's the person that's most important to me in their time of need, I wasn't able to help her during this time, right? So I really thought that I needed to find a way to replace my income so that I can have flexibility in my time and be there for the people that I care about at the most critical moments, right? So that really led me around 2017 to really jump in. And I thought the key for me was how genuine the group is, right? And the types of personalities, because really when I dabbled with real estate the first time, it was with a very American focused group, and it was everything, all the material was tailor made for US. And that's why, we end up doing flips in the US because, well, they don't have any support or tools or knowledge in the Canadian market, right? Of course, the US is a great market. I really saw in this group a different personality. The level of passion was different. And that's really what led me to jump in and reinvest my time. And we're talking, after work hours, weekends, and really, reducing the amount of leisure time with friends, and a lot of sacrifices have had to be made. Really looking back, that was the restart of my real estate education that led me to me doing the current deals that I have. over the last about 3 or 4 years.
That's crazy. Like dealing with even the stroke, but being away from Emily, your partner, their wife, and in her time of need. So having that drive to never let that happen again, man. I'm curious. I gotta ask this question. How old are you right now?
So I'm 33 right now.
33 right now. So you're 33 years old and financially free, and you're now have your dream essentially of building seniors housing and setting that generation up for their retirement. Do you have any other projects on the go right now? Because I know you always have something on the go.
Yes. So we're actually getting ready to build, and we're talking about a very, very similar type of infill build and borrowing the knowledge and experience gained from the Edmonton market, but applying that towards our vision. And that's why for a lot of people that are looking to do real estate investing, I always say, hey, you gotta have the end in mind first.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do long term? And that helps with decision making every step of the way. So what I mean by that is, we picked an area where it's heavily populated by seniors, demographics wise. And in fact, we do flips locally in the Greater Vancouver area as well. Those are some of my ongoing projects. Like we have one listing next week. In places where if you stop by the local Tim Hortons, you'll see that it's 60-70% seniors. And when it comes to retirement, a lot of people like to think of the Vancouver Island, right? It's convenient, yet still very, very close to nature, in a place where it's relatively affordable, still gorgeous scenery, and all the facilities that you need. Heavily populated in seniors. So very, very excited to actually apply this strategy to that market and build duplex similar to Edmonton, where we're going to be able to start the build towards probably a month from now,
mm-hmm.
and then completed by next summer, ready for people to move in. Yeah,
Very nice. The dream's coming through now, and
absolutely.
And it's crazy to think that you accomplished all of this, and since 2017, I think is when you were saying that you got started. So that's 4 years, not even, or coming up on 4 years now. So that's amazing. And I even know yourself right now, you even managed to get yourself financially free, and in that time frame, and that's amazing. I'm curious, how did you even hear about TYT? Because all this was going on. So what led you even to Trust Your Talent?
It's very much like trying to learn how to swim from a textbook,
mm-hmm.
right? When you actually jump into the pool is when you're going to experience and run into
drowning. I'm just kidding.
Or problems that aren't in the textbook, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you get a crab or all this.
Sink or swim.
Exactly. And when it comes to real estate, it's the same thing, right? So what's going to help you overcome some of these issues is the support system, really, right? And I was fortunate enough to meet, Ray, my mentor, through the real estate education that I dived into. And also my sister just happened to actually know Tim from before, when they did a video project back in the SFU days.
That's right, I heard about that. It's a crazy small world.
Crazy small world. So that's how I knew that this group of people were special, because if you talk to Tim and Ray for even 15 minutes, right,
mm-hmm.
and you start asking them about what type of people they are, what they care about, what their values are, quickly realize that they've made it their mission to help people find financial independence through financial education.
Yeah, and just for many that may not know, Tim and Ray are the founders of Trust Your Talent.
That's how I really cross paths with Trust Your Talent. It takes a special kind of character to dedicate and devote all of their time and energy into supporting those that are looking to find their path. It's very powerful stuff, and inspiring. That's how I encountered Trust Your Talent.
I love it, and definitely if you hear Tim or Ray's story, it's amazing how they're even the reason why they founded Trust Your Talent. Because I remember even speaking with Tim about just investments on the go. Tim was my mentor there, where Ray was yours. Even when I'm like, what do you got going on? And he told me, it like blew me out of the water. Like, I need to do more. So they are some of the best examples of like practice what they preach. So
Exactly.
they're hitting the ground running in the trenches, as well as even sharing with others in the journey. So yeah, they're an amazing group. That is though the end of this, wraps up the end of the spotlight session. I wanted to thank you, man, for coming to Edmonton and sitting with me here and joining me on the spotlight session. Thank you so much. Look forward to talking with you again soon.
It's my pleasure, Kyle. Thanks for having me.
That wraps up the spotlight session. Thank you so much for being here today. If you did like Wayne's story, found value in the video, click the like button at the bottom. Click that notification bell as well so you stay up to date on all our brand new content that comes out. And of course, at the end of the day, smash the subscribe button to become part of the community. I'm your host, Kyle Body, and Trust Your Talent's mission is to create financial independence, one person at a time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.